So a lot of the Cambridge team this year are returning from getting put in the bin last year.
Absolutely put in the bin.
Not
Strong team
not
from
all of
Oxford
the
last
Oxford
year.
team have returned from last year, I don't think.
Only one actually.
Yeah.
Only the captain.
Okay.
4 new players.
Okay, we'll get some fresh faces in.
Yeah, we've got random Chinese symbols. I think they mean lag, but he's called Steve. Savage Cabbage, Zijin, strong MMR there. Uh, we've got Rabbit, we call him Rabbit, uh, slightly strong MMR, and a hidden MMR over here. Can't imagine why. That's Waffle. So these 4 players are new. Ned, he's back to lead the squad, hopefully to another victory. And then we have the Cambridge team,
The Cambridge
introduced
team.
by Call Me Bob.
So we have Burge, the captain. He's returning from last year where he was captain as well. Drafts didn't work out so well. I think he's been practicing clicking on the heroes that aren't terrible this time. We got Disluffy, who plays core. 5'7" Sean, who plays support. We have Little John, who also plays support. And Bursa, who can be both. He can be core or support. Superior Highlander genes there. So then, we've got Radiant with their first ban. We'll be seeing if they're following the Shanghai meta or not. I know that Cambridge have been practicing furiously, but not following the meta so much.
They've been eyeing up,
Not fans of OD particularly.
yeah, they've been eyeing
Invoker.
up Oxford's recent games, so I expect
Yeah.
to see the Abaddon to be banned first. Oh, okay, the Earth Spirit ban, the
OP
Death Prophet
Spirit,
ban.
Death Prophet, pretty standard so
So
far.
yeah, quite meta heroes.
It'd be interesting to see if Oxford do their push-centric strat from last year, or they mix it up a bit, because that's very much in the meta right now. There goes the OD and the Nyx. OD directly countered by Nyx, so good shout to ban him.
First pick
There's the
Abaddon, there we go.
Dire team pick.
So Ned's famous for his Abaddon, #2 in the world.
There's a lot of good heroes left in the pool here, though. See what Cambridge want. They can pretty much take their pick.
A meta hero again.
That's another meta hero. Probably see that in the off lane. Not sure that Cambridge particularly like to jungle the Enchantress. Taking their time on the second pick, though.
Taking their time to pick. No established plan by the looks of it.
So is this Abaddon a normal off-lane Abaddon, or is it a support?
I mean, it's not going to be a support Abaddon, but it equally, it probably is offlane as well. So that's a strategy Ned likes to go, farming offlane. Taking their time here with the second pick on Cambridge.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether they try to reveal more of their hand. No, they're just going to hold their cards to their chest, pick a strong support.
The Invoker.
No Nyx to counter him, so he should have a pretty good game. Not many other heroes that can actually counter the Invoker.
Not sure if Oxford have that many strong Invoker players. Steve famous for his, alright Invoker.
They're banning the Zeus. It's a hero that can do okay against Invoker. You can't really shut him down in lane. You can always just spam that key.
Yep.
Get that farm. Of course, he's pretty good against Abaddon as well. If Abaddon escapes with low health after his ult, so you can always zap him.
I should probably turn off those notifications.
Yeah, probably get busy.
How do you even turn them on?
Just go busy in Steam.
Remaining.
Wait. Do I need to be on Steam? Should I go? Will that save it?
Just yeah. Should do it, I think. Okay, and we've got the Faceless Void banned out. So Cambridge not really sure if the Abaddon's going offlane or not. They're banning out another offlaner. Not really a safe laner anymore in this meta.
But Ned, recently he's tried out the core void again, the safe lane void. So maybe it's a little bit smarter.
Maybe that is a Cambridge scouting that's happening. Cambridge have been doing their homework. Because they're nerds. Banned out the Quap as well. Not sure that Cambridge favour the Quap that much. I think that's Disluffy's played a few times.
Just a few?
Just a few. Not many, just a few.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, the draft always takes so long.
Chat flamed the Bristleback announcer. What do you think? I quite like the Bristleback announcer actually. The resident sleeper pick there, Viper.
Yeah,
Really want to
Viper
win. Not
really
gonna
want
have any
to
fun.
ruin someone else's lane. Not fantastic against Abaddon. Abaddon can always sit on the back lines, just like remove the debuffs from anyone that gets gone on by the Viper, and pretty good at saving people from that. Although obviously you will expect him to win the lane, even against Invoker.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Reserve time. What do you think is going to get picked next for Oxford? What's the general strategy here?
I would expect them to be picking up some supports now, so there's a lot of heal and sustain on Cambridge, maybe an Ancient Apparition coming out.
Yeah, it's not
Could
been
come
banned
up
yet.
with some stuns. They don't have a lot of control right now, apart from the Invoker. Abaddon, obviously a
Wind
good
Ranger
tank,
at your
but not
service.
great at controlling people. There's the Wind Ranger,
Dire
very
team
good against
pick.
Enchantress and Viper. She can dodge pretty much all of their damage
Yeah.
with her Wind Run, and she can also focus fire down the Enchantress, which is a pretty good way to kill her.
So do you think this is probably going to be a
There's no
mid
health.
Wind Ranger and a safe lane Invoker, perhaps?
I honestly couldn't tell you because their lanes right now, they've got their 3 cores if they want them, unless they run the Abaddon support. But they could easily have Invoker or Wind Ranger mid or off lane.
10
Easily switch them
seconds
around.
remaining.
Yeah. All three heroes quite versatile, could go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
5 seconds remaining.
quite similar to Cambridge actually. Quite an opaque draft. Doesn't give away that much.
Yeah, both
Reserve
teams still
time.
keeping their powder dry.
Gyrocopter.
Gyro
Radiant
pick.
team pick.
It's quite a strong hero. It's been strong across multiple metas.
Yeah, and it looks like Cambridge are revealing more now. They're going to go for something that's looking to push down towers in the mid game, not looking so much towards the late.
Yeah, quite a mid game draft there.
I expect to see them group up around 15-20 minutes and just start hitting things. Right clicks are strong.
Yep.
10
Be
seconds
interesting because
remaining.
there's not much wave clear coming out from Oxford right now. Wind Ranger can do a bit, Invoker
5
can do a bit,
seconds
but both
remaining.
of
Crystal
them
Maiden.
not that
The
great.
Crystal Maiden.
There's the
Dire
CM,
team
which we
bad.
saw last year as well, if I remember.
We did
The
see a lot of
Abaddon
Crystal Maiden.
Maiden combo. So
Kind
much
of,
sustain.
Yeah, Cambridge's nightmare there, the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. And that's probably going to be another jungle maiden, right? Unless
Another
they've
jungle maiden.
switched it up.
I think the
10
waffles
seconds
the
remaining.
waffles Crystal Maiden likes the jungle quite a lot, so he'll be
5 seconds
playing
remaining.
versus those creeps.
Radiant team bad.
The ban of the Witch Doctor, because Oxford looking for another support.
Yeah. So we're probably looking for an off laner or a support for Cambridge.
Dire
And then
team pick.
either another support or a safe laner for Oxford. They're both pretty flexible right now with how they can
Yeah.
run these things.
I'm not really sure what they're going to pick. To be honest.
Cambridge leaving their options pretty wide open right now. They
Yeah.
can pick pretty much whatever they feel like they need to counter what's coming out from the Oxford draft. Oxford not too shabby at grouping up and pushing either right
10
now, which
seconds
is
remaining.
the meta, whether you like it or not.
5 seconds remaining.
Then I would expect Oxford to be picking someone who's going to bring
Reserve time.
some serious physical damage to go with that Wind Ranger. Just start
Yeah.
bludgeoning people. Maybe a Sven.
Maybe a Sven. Sosk, pretty good hero.
Yeah.
Radiant
I know
team
Cambridge
Fairly
like to
meta
run that
heroes on
support.
Cambridge. Yeah. So still their lanes aren't that clear.
I would say
Carry
it's
gyro.
definitely going to be an Enchantress off lane at this point.
Yeah.
Unless they run an aggro try, which is always possible. I think they ran that one time last year. Didn't work out fantastically, but it went better than the game before.
The old Tide Hunter versus Death Ruffet.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Quite a strong roaming duo of supports though. Tusk and Venge.
Definitely.
Reserve time.
Got a lot of kill potential
Plenty
there.
of options for the early game and get some wraparound kills and get lots of ganks out on mid on the Invoker.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wind Ranger as well, pretty susceptible to ganks at the early levels before she has Blink or Force, usually blinked in this 2016. I'm just waiting to see what Oxford fancy. They've got Good mix of tank and damage right now. Something to round out their draft. Possibly a Spectre. I think that's pretty good here.
The Spectre player is Ned though, and he's also that Abaddon player, so I'm not sure that's too
Okay.
likely. I think it's a core Abaddon. Well, I mean, he could be mixing it up. A
Okay, it looks like
Jakiro,
it is a core Abaddon.
the twin-headed dragon. Ned's a big fan.
Yeah. So it will be off-lane Enchantress for Cambridge.
I got a disconnect.
Support will be running Sean. Looks like Disluffy will be the mid on the Viper. Burge will be probably running a roaming Tusk. And we have the Gyro on Disluffy. No, not on Disluffy. We have the Gyro on Little John, so he will be playing the core.
Yeah, and Oxford, we've got Steve on the Wind Ranger. We've got Ned on the Abaddon. Rabbit on the Jakiro. We've got Zesian, Cabbage on the Invoker, and Waffles on the Crystal Maiden. So,
Okay, we've got our traditional pause out the way.
Here we
Very professional.
yep, production value. It's not Dota without any pauses.
It is not.
So Crystal Maiden
So-
TPing mid.
We're seeing an early smoke come out from Cambridge. Looks like they're going to try and invade the jungle straight away, try and shut down that Crystal
Waffles
Maiden's
placing.
opportunity to farm there. Oxford slower out the gate. They've got Crystal Maiden TPing straight forward to place a very aggressive ward. Not sure how great that vision is there. He's not showing much beyond the top side of the mid lane.
There we go, we
Doesn't
see
give
the
that much
smoke.
jungle vision. But yes, we will be seeing Cambridge wrap around. They've left the Enchantress to go top, so maybe they are going to run an aggro tri lane in this bottom and try and shut down the core Abaddon when he is still vulnerable before he gets that 6.
I think the
Obviously-
Abaddon may be in the off lane though, so it might not go as planned.
Okay, it looks like Invoker might walk into this gank here. He's going to get snowballed. Obviously, no escape from Invoker.
Follow-ups on there.
Almost certainly be a
That's
death.
most certainly first blood.
First blood goes to the Gyrocopters. That's an ideal start for Cambridge.
Oh, that's how it's done, kids.
Gyrocopter with a BM.
So it looks like Oxford are going to run a safe lane Invoker, mid Wind Ranger, and roaming or off-lane supports with their core Abaddon up in the top as well.
The battle
So
begins.
both teams sort of dodging each other
Every
here,
coin helps.
both running aggro tri-lanes in the off-lane.
Virgin 5-7 here, maybe looking for an early gank on the mid lane.
Yeah, it looks like they're wanting to just be as aggressive as possible because they know the level 1s coming out of Oxford are fairly weak.
Yeah, and they're not scouted out here by any wards.
Crystal Maiden's gone straight to the jungle, so it looks like that's where she'll be starting. She might be quite vulnerable there.
Steve, they're going on Steve here. The Courier's there as well. Courier's safe. Snowball, 2 into the snowball, the follow-up stun.
It's a nice...
Viper's going to be orb walking him.
Everyone has
Crystal
one out.
Maiden's back.
Burge is in trouble though.
Tower's hitting him down.
Urge
Oh,
with
the
ball.
Jakiro Ice Path.
Lovely,
That's a
lovely
great
response
first
from
blood.
Oxford.
Yep. Excellent rotations there. Well played, Oxford. Steve salving up mid.
Denied.
It's not a huge setback for Cambridge though. Burge is already up. He's looking to make some space in another lane, taking the Gyrocopter with him, doing a fair bit of damage to this Invoker.
Yep. Steve's wind running there to avoid the harass.
Revenge coming in from the side. They could possibly go, but she has been scouted.
So this is a solo safe lane Invoker, by the looks of it. It's kind of vulnerable against this tri lane here.
Yeah, there's definitely kill potential here until he gets his levels up. He's only got 1 point in Exhort right now, so he's obviously not going to have Ghost Walk at least until level 3. Meanwhile, in top lane, the Enchantress really bullying the Abaddon. There's not going to be a lot he can do in this lane for a while. Almost no kill potential on the Enchantress here.
With only right click damage, he doesn't offer that much.
Yeah. And mid lane will just be snooze fest with the Viper
Snooze
and
fest.
the Wind Ranger. Do you hate to see that? So let's keep our eye on the bottom lane where shit might be going down.
Blue pinging out.
This'll come in handy.
Not seeing much early action here.
Also doing well to secure the runes there. It's going to be important. These roaming supports can make a lot of use out of things like a DP or a Nimbus.
Steve taking a lot of harass here, but it looks like he's got his bottle coming on the Courier, so he'll be able to regen up mid.
He he'll be just fine.
CS looking pretty even mid. 11 for 2 on the Wind Ranger, 10 for 1 on the Viper. Looks like we could see a clash here.
Yep. They're just going to walk around the corner into a
Waffle.
double damage Jakiro.
Yep, Waffle and Rabbit run into the
Nice snowball dodge
toss.
there on the ice path. He's going to walk away.
Verge trying to make it out. Oh, that's a good charge there.
Lovely shot block.
Verge escaping. Best 4K player. Steve's still pretty low mid.
Both teams being quite passive, waiting for their timing window to hit. Looks like Cambridge will be waiting for their level 6s and then just going. Oxford will be scaling a little bit more. Just when they get their higher levels, they'll get a lot more out of it.
The Jakiro seems to be bottom now.
Yep. Invoker's just asking for a little bit of help there.
Gets Invoker a little bit more farm.
So in the mid lane it's pretty even right now, but at both the side lanes we're seeing the Cambridge cores pull away a little bit. Just a few CS here and there, but it's translating to Gyrocopter.
Verge going in on the Invoker, the Snowball, the Shard, the follow-up wave, and the stun. Waiting for the stun. Oh, he just right clicking down. No need for the stun. And the Invoker goes down. Didn't get mana for the stun actually.
Obviously it's nice to get a kill there on the Tusk. You can always make use of the gold, but it's also quite important that they keep the Invoker off the map for as long as they can. Just the more time he's not spending farming, the easier the mid lane push is going to be for him, or the mid game push is going to be for them later.
Benj and Tusk coming back bottom lane, maybe looking for another kill. Jakiro harassing. The eye up. Yeah, here's a snowball. Just follow up stun again.
He could be in some trouble.
Good ice path, but he's
away with
dead
it.
to the magic
Looks like
damage.
he will fall to the tower though. It's a nice return kill.
Yep, good return kill from the tower.
Solid skill shots from the tower there.
Missing CS over here. How's the offlane going? Ned not got boots. He's got his ring of regen, his Bazzi. But it looks like he's been pretty well zoned by this Enchantress here. But the CS is kind of close. 17 and 4 against 18 and 5.
CM has been scattered out here. She might be in some trouble with the gyro going on.
Yeah, Majari's got his rocket barrage off.
Not really got any support.
Waffle's
with
running
him.
away. Looks like he's going to be able to just chase him down here.
Yeah.
The ice path, it misses, and
Using
he
the
might be in
vision
trouble. The snowball comes out. I think that was for the mango.
And the
rocket
he's got the
barrage
gyro
out
there
again.
to make up for it.
Yep.
Shame you didn't have two crash helmets.
So that roaming support duo we talked about doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, and you can see it's starting to show in the net worth with the cores of Cambridge sitting nicely on top. Only the Wind Ranger really keeping up at all. She has just died mid.
Yeah. Kill from Dizluffy.
Don't know how that happened.
Not quite sure
Looks
how.
like she just got low, just harass, and then got caught out.
Can't underestimate the Viper's damage. It builds up very quickly. Looks like another confrontation bottom. The snowball onto the Invoker again. The ice shards, the stun, and he goes down another time. I mean, Invoker, he just can't be in this lane, can he? The kill potential is too high.
He does need to get his points into Ghost Walk. He's got him now, but he hasn't used it yet.
Still only level 4. Shackle shot mid.
Cambridge are ready for it anyway. They've got the dust, so maybe he's smart to me. Maybe he's checked their inventory. He's seen that there's no point.
The roaming support duo, hungry for kills. 4 deaths on this Invoker in 6 minutes. That's not a good start. Yeah. Rabbit hiding in the trees here. Virgin 5-7 looking for someone to kill.
It looks like this is the start of the pressure from Cambridge here. They've got their level 6 on Gyro now. It's going to be very hard to fight into it. They're going to start just trying to take towers.
Yep, starting to lead the CS charts as well with the top 3 heroes. Forcing Crystal Maiden out the jungle as well. The Abaddon's bottom, and they've rotated the Invoker top. Hopefully, they think this will change things up a little bit. But the Enchantress level 7 versus a level 5 Invoker. So that's
still not much the Invoker can do there. No kill potential really on the Enchantress unless he gets a lot of help from Jakiro or CM. Cambridge is just having a bit of a lovely time. Much better than last year.
Ned taking the full ult from the Gyrocopter, but doesn't do that much damage, not through shield. chasing down a little bit. Nice.
Showing the strength of the core Abaddon here. He can just sort of rush Gyro. Gyro's always going to lose that trade.
Yeah, the two supports coming bottom again on Cambridge. Seeing heroes in lane, they want kills. Rabbit's very low here.
Meanwhile in mid lane, they're going on the Viper.
Ned getting a little bit greedy. The two supports are here. The Mango. Ned ults. The hero melts.
Really nice save.
They can't really chase this.
Preventing Gyro from
They
taking
can't really
any
chase this
further
Abaddon down though. Regenning to pull on the Gyro with a cell.
See here the net worth chart, sort of telling the story of this game so far. Cambridge is winning pretty much all the lanes. It'll come down to how well Oxford can defend this push, because it is going to come soon.
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing.
Smoke.
Pretty much the reverse of last game.
Chasing down Ned. He doesn't have his ultimate.
He's gone very deep here. He's going to fall to the wind range.
Very good ice bath. Chasing 5-7 down. Oh, the shackle shot from Steve, and the focus fire is going to bring Burge down. Stun from Waffle on the Sunstrike. Not
That's
quite
gonna be
needed,
huge.
but
Wind Ranger's right back in it now with that triple kill. Cambridge just thinking themselves too strong, trying to dive the tower into an Abaddon. Never going to really get that kill.
2000s roughly gold swing there.
Yeah. Viper's working his way towards a mech, so he's going to be very tanky. Just going to bring that extra bit of sustain to the push when they're ready to group up. Bursa will be working towards the drums.
And he's gone down again.
The Helm of the Dominator
Shame you
here.
didn't
More
have
of a
two
farming
crash
item.
helmets.
Gives him a little bit of sustain, but there are plenty of other items that he could have chosen. So we'll see whether he manages to get some good ancient stacks with that and get some proper farm going. Maybe he's building a bit more towards the late game as sort of an insurance policy.
Waffles doing his thing in the jungle.
Smoke from Cambridge here, they head round the bot room, they're going to look towards the jungle. Not going to find anyone here though. Invoker's happily getting levels away from them, and counter smoke here from Oxford. They're going to head towards the mid lane, try and catch this Viper out. It's very tanky right now though, so it's going to be a big ask for them to get it.
Oh, the
Some
shackle
nice
shot
shackle
lands. Steve gets to the high ground. He gets his focus fire on. Cambridge support's coming from behind.
Looks like
Steve
they
trying
have
to TP
overextended
out,
though.
but caught by the snowball. Looks like Rabbit's going to go down here middle. Too much damage from the
Hero
Viper.
fall, and a nice shard from Purge blocks off the Crystal Maiden. She will die as well.
Can he get the rune? He's got the rune.
Invoker close by, choosing to ignore the death of his friends.
The acid test.
Radiant's
Second
top
triple
tower
kill of the
is
game.
under attack.
Yeah. Cambridge very lucky there. They were already in the right position to just come around perfectly, cut that gank off short, and get the counter kills.
Looks like Invoker might be going for a Midas here actually. Slow start, catch up Midas. And the two supports are coming round behind. Snowball, impetus, stun, and he absolutely melts the shards.
There's no shame in it.
This is not a good start for the Invoker.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is pretty much looking very similar to last year, but the other way around.
Ah, well,
Cambridge
a different roster,
getting the cores
different
up.
results.
Obviously, yeah,
Drubbing.
Oxford suffering from a lack of spoon right now.
The lack of speed.
Lack of spoon.
They've got spoon, you know, the most important
Radiant's
place.
top tower is under attack.
But Cambridge is winning all the lanes, looking to transition into the mid game, and they're just going to work towards making sure that Oxford never really have a chance to get their farm up, get their levels up, and come back into this game. Because there's definitely potential for Oxford to out-carry here, but they really need to get a lot
Radiant's
more.
top tower is
They need to stop
fallen.
this momentum for Cambridge. Looks like Cambridge are looking towards the bot tower, trying to push that, hitting the wave with illusions. They'll trigger the Abaddon on.
Yeah,
That's
proc
pretty big
the
at this
Abaddon on.
point. It's only level 1, so there's still a minute cooldown on that. It means that he's vulnerable to a dive. Obviously not that tanky, only 5 armor, 400 health right now. He's gone for phase boots as well, so he's got the mobility but not so much HP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Four Cambridge players bottom. Looks like they want this tower. The Jakiro leaving. Looks like Oxford are just going to concede this.
Tower is under
Not really
attack.
contest it.
Got the mech up on the Viper.
Viper
as
has
well.
the mech. Scouting in the
Scouting,
trees,
yeah.
but nothing there. That's going to be a free tower for Cambridge.
Oxford
Radiant's
wisely
bottom
have already
tower
left the
has
area.
fallen.
Looking at 4,500 net worth lead here. Almost an 8,000 gold lead as well. XP lead, gold lead.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and go on this Enchantress. She's very
Kira
strong,
TP
except with
top.
the Wind Ranger there. Wind Ranger now getting some level. She's got a DD rune as well. They're going to look to try and get something in this top lane, but a bit of a wasted rotations. Cambridge keep their bot push going. And the Jakiro has now TP top, so he won't be there to use his wave clear. They're lacking, really, from the Abaddon CM, not enough damage to stop this push.
Radiant forts have been fortified.
Cambridge, they feel they're strong, they've got the mech, they just want to push towers now.
It's a nice shards block from Birds there. Surprising.
Farming the jungle on the way out. They've got a ward here in Radiant jungle.
Looks like the Venger's feeling good enough about this game that she's not particularly building into support items. She's looking towards the more semi-core build, getting herself some treads. Going to be a lot more survivable now. And obviously, once she gets to those levels in Vendora, she will be fairly strong in her own right. Definitely able to right-click the Crystal Maiden and Jakiro.
Looks like Cambridge here, pushing mid. Gathering up again, there's 3. Oxford are here to defend though. Steve spamming the waves down. Good power shot.
Viper doing the right thing though, he's just standing at the front, tanking the creeps. Not a lot they can do to stop this push again. Especially without the levels of Invoker, they really are lacking in that control and damage.
And that Invoker's still going for the Midas, 14 minutes, and the...
It's a bold strategy, Con. Let's see if it pays off for him. Catch up Midas.
very catch up.
Yeah.
He's almost there though. 50 more. Ned working his way towards the Bloods. Farming ult coming out from the gyrocopter.
Yeah. Always good to see. Why would you want to push at 15 minutes? Let's just ult the creeps.
Ult the creeps, yeah. Always ult the creeps.
Chantra's just keeping the pressure up in this top lane. She's got her ult, she's got her Dragon Lance now. She'll be working towards an Ags for that absurd long range damage. But the Wind Ranger's coming in with a haste and a DD.
But he overshot there a little bit.
Right now.
Couldn't find any trees to latch her to.
That's a spicy meatball from the Enchantress there.
That is.
Haste really hurting the Wind Runner more there than helping.
He's just
Mid
farming
tower
now with the double runes. Mid tower goes down. Oxford not really able to defend against the push.
Viper building towards a Ags as well, so we will be seeing a lot of mid-game sort of stuff coming out. Gyro's got his Yasha, I think, on the career. Yep, Yasha. So he'll be faster, but he'll also be farming faster. So he's got the farming items really more than the pushing ones.
Ancient stacking as well. Doesn't look like Oxford really want to do anything here. They're just content to farm.
Yeah, they're happy keeping their T2s intact and not giving away anything further.
The pause.
Cheeky pause there from Oxford. See how it works.
Shanghai
Yeah.
production.
Fired.
We might play the Kappa song again. Depends how long this pause lit. But,
So let's look at the net worth graph.
yeah, we're looking at
to
absolutely
Cambridge.
substantial lead there, with the 3 cores on
7K
Cambridge.
experience as well. It's,
All quite a significant amount higher than the Oxford cores.
yeah, definitely. Ball and Cambridge Court. They need to use it though. They can't just sit back. They will eventually let Oxford back into the game if they do that. Farm is good from both teams.
So the American did get his Midas there, so the catch-up Midas is in effect.
Yeah.
And if this game goes late, he'll be in a much better position to, you know, get farm. He's had quite a low impact so far, 0.51.
Yeah.
Steve's called Craigasm. Bit of chat between the players here. Chaining LAN cable.
Just looking at the items on both teams, you can see that there's really been no significant pickups yet on the Oxford side. They've got a Vlad's on Abaddon, but he's really struggling to put the whole team on his back right now. Cambridge, all of their heroes looking pretty good. Burge on the Tusk and Sean on the Venge, both just rocking some boots right now, but they're going to be looking to bigger items soon. They're both getting decent farm, both above their Oxford counterparts.
Yeah, I mean the gyrocopter, he's close towards his completed Sanjin Yasha here. Um, the Viper as well, close to completing an Ags, only 1,000 more gold. And this Enchantress, level 11, it's higher level as the mid Viper. Um, also ready with the Dragon Lance and drums, so particularly scary. That impetus doing even more damage.
Yeah, and it's important to say that even with this big advantage that Cambridge have, this is not as big of a stomp as what happened to them last year. They got put properly in the bin then.
That is very important to add.
Oxford have the ability to at least fight. They're able to stand in lanes and not be instantly killed.
Yeah, absolutely. Tables do seem to have turned from last Varsity.
Yeah. Gyro's happy farming the Radiant jungle while the Dire jungle's farmed by Viper. So they are getting decent map efficiency as well on Cambridge. Maybe looking to draw out the game a little bit, transition into Roche, and work towards some high ground.
Yeah, they've definitely got a pretty good Roche lineup here with the Venge and the Enchantress.
Some nice high ground potential from Oxford though. They've got the Crystal Maiden ult, the Jakiro to kill wave. They've got Invoker, who's always going to be dangerous even if he's got nothing. Although he's gone for the max Exort with the Sunstrike build, so having only 5 kills on your team, it's not paid off that well for him.
He's only got 1 assist with those Sunstrikes,
Yeah,
so
his contribution to the game is not high.
not quite landing all the Sunstrikes.
Yeah. But obviously having the Abaddon and the Wind Ranger there, they will be able to defend at least high ground.
The Abaddon actually hasn't died yet, which is probably why his farm is doing better than the rest of his teams.
Sure. Cambridge just left him alone against the Enchantress. No real kill potential either way. Just hard to kill him once he's hit a 6. Not really worth it for Cambridge at this point. It's too risky giving them that 5-second window to 4-second window to re-coordinate and just come back in.
So the game's resumed here. Ned's back in the game. Looks like people are still content to farm.
Gyro's looking towards his ancient stack. He's already got 8k net worth, which is almost double what the Abaddon has.
Yeah, and it's going to be a significant jump in net worth when he clears this stack. He's going to give it the first few attacks. Probably clear the smaller of the ancients. Not really being contested here by Oxford. In fact, I'm not sure they realise. Oh, another pause.
Another pause.
Looks like we
take a break from watching the heroes farming to watch them paused while they are farming.
Yeah. Looks like Ned is having problems with the Ethernet. I mean, I believe he's using his laptop because he doesn't like the rigs. I think he said to me the screen was too big. He wasn't used to the resolution.
Needs that 144 hertz.
Yeah, it's too value.
Fire the production guy. Fire them all.
Oxford production value.
Again.
You remember Cambridge production value last year? Looking to top it.
Not hard to top that.
Burge farming the jungle here.
Yeah.
Ned apologising.
Everyone farming away. Let's just analyse their farming efficiency. Burge, inefficient, walking around, doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this Burge guy.
Sean, also inefficient, walking around, not hitting any creeps.
Burge shaping up for a big item here. What do you think it's going to be? A Shadow Blade or a Blink Dagger or a mech? Or...
it's the Blink Dagger. Very, very strong on the Tusk, obviously, because you can always snowball. The launch time's 3 seconds, so you're always going to have that Blink Dagger up after your snowball.
Yeah.
It means you
kind
can
of
get
role-playing
easy escapes, pretty good dodges as well. Especially if someone's caught in like an Invoker combo or a Wind Ranger Shackle, you can blink in, snowball, and save pretty much whoever he wants. It's a really, really strong way to reset the fight.
Yeah.
So Oxford draft looking a bit stale, to be honest. It's much more a draft from 1 year ago than the current patch. Gone for the Wind Ranger with the farming Abaddon. It's not giving them that much joy.
And they seem very content to farm, actually, which obviously Cambridge are happy to do as well. They've got their first items, looking towards their tier 2 items.
Cambridge will be very happy to just continue farming as they are building up double the net worth on their cores compared to the 3 Oxford cores.
Oh, a snowball, but not doing anything interesting. Just farming creeps.
Yeah, Gyro's finished his Sanjiasha now. Much more mid-game orientated than the Manta. But,
it looks like they just want to start getting high ground soon.
I think Cambridge gathering up to go to Roche now. So they're going to try and do this and then move towards objective. So we might be seeing some action soon.
Arcane Rune here. Pretty good on Enchantress if you see it. Doesn't look like Oxford are going to contest this. Doesn't look like they've noticed really. They don't have water. That's just free Roshan going the way of Cambridge. Burge has got the Arcane Rune. Lower cooldown for that snowball.
Yeah. Really nice having that 7-second shards again. It makes him OP like he was a couple of patches ago.
He's also got the Blink Dagger as well, so quite an initiation range.
So now he will have the ability to place permanent ice shards with the 7-second duration, 7-second cooldown.
OS Frog, OS Frog.
Some dank plays, I hope. It is Burge though, so probably we'll just see some trees get destroyed.
But the Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Taking this tier 2 bottom, not really being contested. The glyph coming out, but not going to contest it afterwards. Viper picking up the Aghanims. Looks like Cambridge want to go high ground here. Decimating the creep waves. They are missing Burge though, he did TP top. Viper TPing mid.
So that will be an uncontested T2 pretty much.
Oxford 19 minutes in and Oxford kind of skirting around their base. Not willing to go any further out. Except this Invoker, he's pretty far. Going for the Ag straight away, not the Yules combo.
Yeah, he's trying to catch up, but he's putting himself in a lot of danger to do so. The only reason he's going to do this though is because he can see at least 4 heroes bot. It's only going to be the Burge that comes up to try and push him back.
But is he going to get soloed by Burge? That's the question. Is Burge that good? Oh, the
We'll get
start.
back in time.
TP coming out from the Enchantress.
That will be a dead Invoker for sure.
And the smoke. He tries to TP out, but deafening blast won't last long enough and he goes down.
Casually hitting creeps, not even bothered, confident they've got the kill. Meanwhile, the T2 goes down as well. Looks like Oxford are just sort of sitting back. They're waiting for an opportunity where they can get an initiation and try and get a solo pick-off. They've got that great single target damage from the Shackle Shot with the Focus Fire and the Invoker Sunstrike, which is still a decent amount of damage even though he's low level. But they're just not finding that chance. Cambridge are not giving it to them. They're keeping up the vision well. They're keeping grouped up. They're playing it safe. Boring Dota.
Boring Dota. That happens when you pick Viper.
Yeah. Cambridge proving that there's no such thing as a loss, only learning. They're pretty much carbon copying the Oxford strat game
from last year.
Similar results.
They've got all the outer towers now. Oxford completely in their base. 20 minutes into the game. Yeah. Massive net worth difference here. We'll check the graph.
Now is the chance.
Burge going in for the punch and the roll and the Viper ult. Yeah. Absolutely no.
Not gonna do it like that.
Ned TPing in. His ult's been procced. Do they have the damage though? They've got the tankiness while his ult lasts. Lil Jon quite deep here on the gyrocopter. The Aegis does proc. 2 down on the side of Oxford. Ablin buying back.
Burge jumping straight into the ice path, but saving and diving even deeper into the base. Cambridge needs to be careful here that they don't throw away what they have.
Steve running away here, forced out. Oxford being forced to their base. Not enough damage really from their lineup. Cambridge shipping this T3 down. Viper harassing with the ult. Ned's going to go down here. He's die-backed. The Abaddon down for 65 seconds. The double shackle shot, but do they have anything to follow it up with? Doesn't look like it.
Not enough damage coming out from Oxford right here. There's no wave clear. Nothing really they can do at this point. They're going to have to hope for a fountain dive from Cambridge. I don't think there's another way to come back into this game. It has been seen before though.
The meatball coming out. Cambridge making a safe escape here. Game sound might be quite loud.
Yeah.
Nothing interesting is going to happen. Let me twiddle with it.
I'll do a verbal commentary while we're in the settings. Everyone's still farming.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the commentary. There is a haste rune at bot. Cambridge might want to try and transition that. They have lost the Aegis now. They might just wait for the next Roche. Which will be coming up not soon, but you know how we like to farm.
Yeah.
Looks like the Venge's gone into a Vlad, so they're bringing out a little bit of extra armor to deal with that Wind Ranger. It's nice for the sustain as well. Makes them very hard to bring down when they're constantly right-clicking, getting all that HP back. That is the nature of lifesteal. I've described
What
it.
do you think of this Invoker Midas? Do you think this has paid off, or do you reckon it will pay off a little bit later?
I think that the Invoker Midas itself wasn't a terrible choice, but with the team that they've got, they don't really have anything else they can fight with. They need the Invoker to have better items. He's going for his axe now, and he's getting close, even though he's been killed a few times more, and he's being shut down pretty hard on the farm. So in that sense, it is paying off. He's going to get an item that he's going to be able to use. It's just whether it's too late to use it, to be honest, because they have lost their top racks at about 20 minutes. Roche will be coming up again in the next 3 or 4 minutes, and then Cambridge will be looking to push again. By that point, he'll probably have an Ags. They might have a mech on the Jakiro if they're lucky. And it looks like Abaddon might be building into a Maelstrom.
Smoke up here from Oxford. They are 20,000 net worth behind.
This
and
looks like
quite
it
a
will
lot
pay
of
off
XP.
though. They're going to catch
Are they
the
going to get the
Enchantress.
gank? They got the first on the Meeble, the Ice Path.
Wind Ranger's going to get in range for the focus fire, and that
Still
will be a
taking a while to take him out,
Wounded to my
but they
heart.
do manage to get him down. 500 gold there.
That would be his Ags.
Cheeky
Oxford-
clap from the crowds there.
Oxford's seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, but it might be a train, so we're going to have to wait and see what's happening.
The Tusk creeping up on net worth here.
Yeah.
Only
Lotus
behind the
Orb
Wind
on the
Ranger.
Tusk now as well, so he's going to be able to save pretty much anyone that gets shackle shocked. Lotus Orb really annoying to play against as Wind Runner. Basically all of your abilities get reflected back at you except Power Shot, or Wind Run as well. But all the important ones that stun you and damage people.
All those important skills. This Invoker, he's got his Ags. They might just be turtling, going for the super late game here.
He has gone for the max Exort at level 13 build. Not that common.
Oh, this
She's
Gyro,
pretty much
BKB
ignore
here,
West.
and a Demon Edge, almost at the MKB as well.
Gyro,
17,000 net worth.
huge at this
Absolutely
point.
huge, yeah.
He's a monster. We're going to have to see some piano fingers from this Invoker for a
Piano
decent team
fingers.
fight.
Not sure Cabbage is famous for his piano fingers, but we...
Axe coming out on the Wind Ranger as well, so she will be able to do some pretty serious damage. Even Viper not really tanky enough to deal with the uninterrupted focus fire, but uninterrupted is the key there.
So we see another smoke coming out here from Oxford. They're looking for something.
Yeah, Burge will be able to dodge it though. That game sense. Oxford hoping someone's going to come back, but they're not going to find anything.
The
from
waves are
this.
all pushing in here. It's kind of obvious if they try and keep this gank
No
up.
one farming top. Cambridge are well aware of what's going on.
Burge sees the Abaddon mid. Abaddon has got a Maelstrom. Good farming item.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be his idea going into this. All Oxford are doing right now is trying to maximise what they can get, and then wait because they know that the push is coming. They're just trying to prepare for it. Gyro getting his MKB now. He's going to do serious damage. The Crystal Maiden will not be able to stand within vision of the Gyrocopter without being flattened.
Only 800 HP. She's almost at a 4-star.
Yeah, that's going to be 1 or 2 shots from Gyro basically, coupled with a cooldown or a
Manta on the
shards.
Viper.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal.
Looks like Cambridge here are going for another set of racks, pushing down the mid lane. Shard's not quite catching out Ned. The Ice Wall coming out, slowing down those creeps.
Will be a long Roche timer, so Cambridge obviously don't know that, but they've made the correct decision here rather than wait for Roche. Although they have chosen to push right as Oxford are picking up some big items. So maybe they'll back off and just slow siege this and wait for Roche to be up. Obviously, they've got that Helm of the Dominator creep, so he can always just be standing in Roche. If only Burge or Little John was smarter.
The Gyrocopter ult comes down, not hitting anyone, but giving them vision. A little bit of a creep army here from the Enchantress. The Ice Path comes out.
Gyro's
The
going to get
Meeple
killed. Oh, it's a
bursting
nice
down.
save, nice snowball save there.
Little John escaping. The
beautiful
double
shackle.
shackle shot here. They're
The
going
bench
in.
swap saves the Gyro.
Sunstrike misses.
Very nice play.
Ned
there.
getting burst down here by the Viper ult. The Ice Wall coming out again.
And the Abaddon goes down. So that looked like a really good fight for Oxford, but in the end, some nice support play from Cambridge saves the Gyro from his own, from himself.
Burge with that farm, really presenting a problem to Oxford.
Yeah.
Viper ult just coming out
Ags
again.
Viper ult, absolutely filthy.
You disgusting range here, forcing the
jumping
Invoker
in.
back to base.
Basically
Waffles
solos
getting
the
first
Crystal
down
Maiden in
here.
her own base.
2 heroes down. No one on Cambridge has died. This
Yeah.
tower's dying slowly. The Shackle lands, the Sunstrike lands. Steve gets his ult
enough,
off, but the
that
Viper's
Viper's
just
so
too damn
tanky.
tanky.
And
T3 getting ratted down there.
flip side of those items coming up for Oxford, they don't have any buybacks. Just got to play better.
The third ice all there, a little bit wonky that one.
And dominated Forge Spirit as well.
The Shackle
gonna be a
lands
high
again,
damage.
but the
Another
snowball's
nice save
there,
from
the
Burge.
Meatball misses.
They're going
They
deep though.
dive onto Steve. It's not got any follow damage. The Invoker gets swapped. Burst are doing so much damage with the Enchantress. Ned's back with the Abaddon, but
Ned's
he's
almost
not
on
quite
full
got the
health
damage.
after 2 Enchantress hits.
The Sunstrike's going to land, and they've
Sunstrike
killed the Viper there. That's
will
a big kill.
flatten the Viper.
Ned no ultimate though, so goes down quickly. Buybacks all across the Oxford team. Desperate
Might be
to
too
win
late,
this
though.
fight. Invoker's died back. The Gyrocopter just diving close towards the base. The Shackle shot's there, but Focus Fire's not there because the Lotus Orb's followed up.
That Lotus Orb just preventing Wind Ranger from really doing
Gyro
everything she
quite
wants.
low here, but Burge is
Abaddon
back.
will die back as well.
Steve's on his own,
Gyro
gets
man
killed off.
fighting at the
That's
Ancient.
3 diebacks.
Yeah, and that looks to be all she wrote.
Steve's
for
called
Oxford.
GG. Chat's
Move
called they're
on
all
to
dead.
Game 2.
So that's the first game to Cambridge.
Yep. Exactly as planned.
Exactly as planned from Call Me Bob. So we'll see what Oxford comes up.
We see some poor
with
form there from
next
Cambridge
round.
at the end of the game with all the effigies for Oxford still standing. You hate to see that.
Yeah, you gotta take those effigies out. I mean, it's just not okay leaving them there.